Hello and welcome dear viewers and fellow casuals. You're watching Primetime Casual and this is DCS World in VR. We are once back in the AJS37 Viggen and this time we are actually in Scandinavia. Yes, this is the new Kola Map early access, and let's see how the Viggen performs in its natural environment. We are tasked with searching and destroying, or at least stopping, a hostile incursion at our borders. And this is not a pre-planned strike, this is target of opportunity, so let's see how this goes. We are armed with a couple of Mavericks and with this this sight. This is pretty much the most effective way the Viggen can do target of opportunity strikes, because every other method requires inputting the QFE, and getting that, especially in VR when I don't want to look at the map, is difficult. We are here off the coast of Norway, heading inland. I'll talk later about my impressions of the map, but you can already see I had to turn down the details a little bit. But nevertheless, it is a very fun map. Let's turn into this canyon here, and there's two black dots. Okay, that's not good. Those are helicopters. Hinds, if I'm not mistaken. If they notice me, they will call in enemy cap. So let's hope they haven't seen me. Yeah, I think those helicopters definitely have seen me, so depending on where the enemy reinforcement comes from, I have a couple of minutes to perform the strike. So they are on that road there. I think there are 2 columns, 4 vehicles each. I can see at least one of them. So my goal is to... I have 4 Mavericks and 8 targets, so this is not going to work out, but I'll try to stop them in their tracks and, if possible, hit their main battle tanks, because, okay, they have anti-air. That is not nice, because scout vehicles we can deal with, our ground force we can deal with, the anti-air is, well, anti-air, no. So, hitting the main battle tanks will be my goal. RB75A selected, which means I have also the weakest TV seeker head known to man in existence. And let's turn in nevertheless. I actually have no idea how you can see that on the video, because I'm in VR. This is... I'm hunched over as close as possible to the seeker head. I think that's probably what it's like in real life, isn't it? And rifle. And let's see if I can look a second one. It looks good. And rifle. Those are 2 nice shacks. I did not hit the AA, which is okay, because I actually don't want to waste my Mavericks on them. I'm not sure if I got 2 main battle tanks, but at least 1, because there were 2 shacks, and that means 1 battle tank is out. Wonderful. Let's turn around and try to find the second column. Yeah. It's very important, by the way, if you play with a Maverick Seeker, to adjust the contrast, the gain, and the brightness and everything, because it's constantly changing depending on time of day, depending on if you're attacking into the shadows or into the sun in the sunlit areas. So you definitely need some sliders, and I'm very lucky that I have enough sliders all around me to adjust that. And the second column just is behind that crest of that little hill back there. That is unfortunate for me. I'm very lucky for them, but tough luck. I'll just come back in from the other direction. So yeah, they're still shooting. Lucky not to get hit there. I'll need to work on my evasive maneuvers. They are not radar guided, which is very, very good for me. They also don't seem to have SAMs or manpads with them, which is also very lucky, because with 4 Mavericks I don't have any countermeasure pods. So yeah, if something shoots at me with a guided missile, I'm pretty much toast. Unless I can dive between a couple of canyons, dive between a couple of mountains, but of course this is probably the only really flat area in Norway. Yeah, locked, and rifle. Oh, beautiful. And let's look at another one. And rifle. The good thing, the nice thing is that that shack. Oh, 2 shacks. Awesome. The nice thing about the Maverick sight here is, even if you focus on it, it will start flashing if you get too low to the ground. Let's get back to, yeah, sure, at position. Let's try to get waypoint 7, which is my egress. I'll do some BDA here, just to see if I can spot whether I hit another main battle tank or if I wasted my Mavericks on inconsequential targets. But I think that looks good. I think I hit the middle of the column. There's also the matter of enemy air probably coming my way, looking for me. I have 2 sidewinders, so I'm tempted to stick around and try to ambush them as well. Because, you know, if you come home with ordnance still attached, that's pretty much wasted opportunities, isn't it? Let's turn in and have a little look. I still have to work out the radar. All I can use effectively is the terrain avoidance radar in the Viggen. I've tried the wire-guided missile. There are 2 spots. Trust me, you can't see them. I can. You can't see them because of, you know, YouTube being YouTube. But there are 2 spots, 2 dots. I think those are enemy planes. Let's hit the afterburner. Go a little bit down to the deck. Turn off the radar for a moment so they don't get onto UR. And hopefully they don't have radar. But the chances are pretty good that they don't have, which means I might be able to surprise them. They're up there at formation of 2. Wide formation. Well, that's the grey out. The grey out is real. Seeker uncaged. And Fox 2. Awesome. Splash. Good. Let's get the second one. Where is it? There. Okay. Now we're in a turn fight. Thankfully, those do not seem to be mixed. Those were L-39 light attack aircraft, if I'm not mistaken. Probably are the sidewinders or not sidewinders, but the Russian equivalent, but you know what I mean. Heat-seeking, short-range rear aspect. So I do have the drop on him here. And that was another splash. Wonderful. Let's dip down between these mountains. Oh, nice. Dip down between those mountains and head home, because I'm all out of missiles. No Mavericks left, no Sidewinders left, and yeah, no gun, as you know. And with the magic of editing, my first impressions of the Kola map. Right, we are here over the coast of Norway, heading west towards our airfield, and I have some time to talk about this map. As you've seen, I had to turn down the details a little bit. That is not because there are that many details, there actually aren't. The ground textures from up high they're okay, down low they're a bit washed out. Not all airfields and towns are there, but the performance is okay. It's not as bad as South Atlantic Falklands, it's not as bad as Marianas, but it's worse than, for example, Syria, which is interesting because Syria already was quite notorious. So in VR at least I have to turn down details a little bit. And actually for this recording as well, because it kept desyncing, but that is another issue. The map itself, especially if you fly over the western coast of Norway, is awesome with the fjords and the mountains. In the east it gets a bit boring, but still it's nice to have another green map, and I can't wait to see the winter textures. Oh, there we go. Now let's showcase the party trick of the Viggen, which is the thrust reverser. It's a short takeoff and landing aircraft, and it shows. So once on the ground, just hit the button, and we'll stop in record time. That is awesome. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and comment down below. Until next time, fly safe.